you'd like, you could stretch the legs out in a brief downward dog. Nice even way to let the body release around the midline. And then lower the knees back to the earth and leave the hips, the seat, above the knees. Tops of the feet are down. And with the hips staying above the knees, we'll melt the heart to the earth, walking the hands forward, letting the upper body sink down to the mat, and the forehead sink down to the mat. You could have the forehead down. That's usually the most comfortable space for most people's necks. However, you could put the chin on the ground and look ahead as well. This will help stimulate the thyroid. We're back into a slight back bend here, so working again a little around the kidneys. We're giving some decompression to the front body. So the liver, the stomach, the intestines get some more room here to breathe after that pigeon pose, get some blood flow back to them. This is a deep release around the shoulders as well, so just be cautious of how that is feeling. You could always bring the elbows a little closer into the body. This is actually called heart melting pose, so we want that sensation of the chest melting towards the earth. And notice where else you may feel that sensation of melting, of opening, of warming, of dissipating anything that is tight or collected. Working your hands slowly back under the shoulders and pressing up to hands and knees. Come to sit on the seat with the legs outstretched in front of you. The legs can be together or slightly apart, and we're coming into a soft forward fold again. So we do not activate the legs. We do not have to lift through a long spine. We're really going to crawl our way forward over the legs, loose as we go. This is called caterpillar pose in the yin practice. You could take your blanket and make a pad for your chest or your head or both. Your arms simply drape towards the earth. And as mentioned earlier, as we come into this, if the hamstrings are feeling really sensitive or just tight today, you could bring a little intention to the quadriceps, those big muscles at the tops of the legs, just to support the hamstrings and low back as you melt, and then those could let go as you're here for a while. You may also find it helpful as an assist to those tight hamstrings to place another towel or blanket under the knees, or to widen the legs a little bit. Just allow yourself to be here, tucked inward. From a physical standpoint, this is a great stimulation, once again, to the pelvic area, to the ovaries. See if you can allow almost a floating sensation to come over you, or that is not an anchoring. Right? The body's doing what it needs to do. We don't have to manipulate it or move it quickly. In this place, we get to simply be and trust in the function of our body. and our intention in this practice. As you are in this shape, you may notice places that you tend to hold to protect. In practice, as we open to the patience and the melting, we become more aware of those places we hold in and try to protect in our bodies, in our minds, and our hearts. This is a practice, all of yoga practice, where there is safe space to explore letting go, to explore releasing some of that protection, surrendering, and noticing what happens. None of it is static. You can always go back into one space of drawing inward, or you may discover something completely liberating. Take your time to consider movement again. As we come out of this posture, you may want to activate the legs to help you slowly lift, and just use the hands to help you lift up. And come onto our backs for Shavasana. If you would like to, you could put that blanket or towel rolled up under the legs, under the bend of the knees, or under your head. Allow yourself to really scan the physical body here and let go. We're very open. We've been in different shapes, compressing and decompressing. So now you get to feel the benefit of that work, of that trust in our bodies. We get to embrace it here in the openness of our shape. Just allow the breath to return to its natural pace, relaxing around the throat and the mouth and the eyes. You can stay here as long as you like.